Mamu na akwaba at the bank TV native and then in conco share a ABP akash na before de before pa de omo de bia mena a excellence John Dramani Mahama papa anya asem kitwa na sensem ne ncheche mu na around 2023-2024 and ABP Øfficials at the betu sentina a private jet excellence Nana Addo Mahama for use no as I dada do ntebenka omo akeka sesa omo sase no mo hwe no mkope a brand new private jet Emma Excellency Nana Addo Mahama for that time because it's an asset of the country. Teben come to me mboa no mo per private jet Emma no. Na NDC amanukum san so by the same beturia led by honorable Kujeto Ablakwasenten de bi on person motor from Antikana. Excellency Nana Addo Mahama for ehia private jet ne ehia no chana de tin so Antikana on person motor free. Na so private jet Excellency use no one necessary use na another private jet for the president. Now, first for the Excellency John Dramani Mahama, currently honored the president and as the first gentleman of the land. Now, they have to do city NDC Manukun, I don't say firms to a brand new private jet. Ama Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and let it for MPP officials. Ni bofu pa moto agent to sokoko pa actually Excellency John Dramani Mahama concerning the acquisition of Airbus private jets and Behisu. Next, we connect no good things and some MPP officials we can omodi.
MPP for per se omuye the same thing. Emma and Kaba this time is a woman and Kabeyema. And kind of woman yema who okuje to a black one. See this small boy. To me, bad one thing. It's a cancer. I was here. Me see, could you to a black one? The war be fat one, eh? Ni wo be time, papa. Ni wo a bad time. Because idea acquire this small guy, I didn't know fame just because of politics. As it's here, you people come to power. Who's catching Ghana for say. Sa issue ba and John Dramani Mahama ye na we say obe charter and say obe top private jet. You resign. By then you are still holding your position. Abuja. Sad.
NDC treated former President Nana Addo as though his life didn't matter. Broja Jemfi, my XYZ online, he said, "We will treat you like MPP MPs if you support purchase of new presidential jets." That was what he told his MPs then when they were in minority. And when I saw your flyer, that Honorable Lenchini was also appearing on this program to talk about presidential jet, I said, did he look at the topic? Because, Honorable, this is you, captured on City, June 20, 2021. Our presidential jet offers better security and safety than a private jet.
That is true.
Tobu. And this is a quotation. A retired police officer, a member of parliament.
Read the headline.
No, let me. There's a place I'm interested in. Parliament for Wawes, Peter Lanchini Tobu, insists that the Minister of Defense, Dominic Nitu's justification for non-use of presidential jet for the president's recent travel holds no water. So there's nothing you say today that will hold water for me. Again, lastly,
are you not concluding on the matter?
No, I've already concluded based on what he ever said. You see, the NDC, some of the NDC members of parliament and ministers have no right to even start this discussion at all. They have no right at all. This is Honorable Ablakwa, 15 December 2021. A government which claims to be facing one of the most difficult economic challenges of the modern era, and for which it seeks to railroad an obnoxious and regressive e-levy, should not be holding consultation for the purchase of a new presidential jet. We shall frustrate these two, consistent with the Akufo-Addo doctrine of priorities, as contained in the February Parliamentary Hansard of 15th February 2000. I want to know whether they've been able to solve every problem, whether they've paid the teachers, they've paid nurses, whether everything is in order for them to begin to discuss a purchase of presidential jet. We will resist it, just officers, they said the key word that was flying all over was that the jet was in pristine condition. It is still pristine. President Mahama should use it.
But you've just been told by the minister that it's not in pristine.
I'm not listening to him.
Then we should hear from the lady.
I know, but he's saying...
When the then defense minister, Dominic Mitu, was explaining, they had none of that. They said that we should still use it. And remember, Honorable Blackwell even said that it has 2 engines. If one fails, the other 3 engines, right? If 1 or 2 fails, still the other one can carry. So meaning President Nana Addo's life didn't matter. Right. He should sit in one flight powered by 1 engine, even if this one is...
But the reality is that if that is what the presidency wants, then it means that we need to have a policy or make that conscious decision, whether it's you, the parliamentarians, or the political elite, or as a country, that we need a presidential jet, a new presidential jet. What do you say?
It is clear to me that the charter arrangements that President Akufo-Addo has been pursuing was just to herald this. They were preparing the grounds for this big announcement that a new presidential jet is needed. Let me serve notice that we on the NDC side in Parliament, we have discussed extensively amongst ourselves. We are not going to support this purchase, the purchase of a new aircraft, because of a number of reasons. One, the current presidential jet is fit for purpose. As President George Weah has told us in our faces, it's very fit for purpose. There's nothing wrong with it. Number 2, the current presidential jet, if you read the Hansard of 19th March 2008, we were told by the then defense minister, who is now National Security Minister, Honorable Kandapa, that our jet has a 20-year lifespan after it arrives. It arrived in October 2010. It's done barely 11 years. Next month, it will be 11 years. We are nowhere near 2030, where you can start discussing a new aircraft.
Mr. Speaker, the year of Wokrani said, almost koto aeroplane kasie ediamo mampeni so fentu kwai. Now we share aeroplane no buo. Echo billions, Mr. Speaker, and so, and Kolani here Juma Aye, and almost your koto aeroplane. I'm on paying something to cry, and so, and can almost say, what to plane more man paying, and ya the papa. Into one can some principles no way. If the Ghanaian people mention free maternal care, they know of MPP. If the Ghanaian people mention health insurance policy, they know MPP. Mr. Speaker, public transport, investment in public transport, they even called it Kufuor bus. They know MPP. Mr. Speaker, when the Ghanaian people hear of the almighty free SHS, they know of MPP. Mr. Speaker, but when the Ghanaian people mention a government that abandoned job creation and decided to buy an aeroplane for the president to fly in, they know of NDC. When the Ghanaian people mention leadership of deceit, hypocrisy, propaganda, they mention NDC. Mr. Speaker, when the people of Ghana mention of deceit in the implementation of 1 job 3 shifts, they mention NDC. Ato, you are forcing the youth out of jobs. You are forcing to get 18% electricity tariffs. You are forcing to ensure that you create a new VAT basket to compel many of our small-scale businesses to get into this new threshold. And Mr. Speaker, you know what you're going to do? Ato, you are forcing many people out of jobs. Hey, if you meet this minister, I say Ato is forcing, no, it's not me, oh. It's Ato. Hey, Ato.
This presidential jet arrived in 2010. The records in Parliament, please check the parliament.